Person will speak, rest of others listen. 14 slides are there. Wow, wow, very good. Yeah, so that's great. Shall we begin? Good morning, everybody. So, we are in a smart school. What is the name of the school? Anupam. And who are you? Smart students. Smart students do smart activity, smart work, right? Yes. So, uh, today, I think Group A, they are going to present, right? Still Group A's work is going on. And Group B, please be ready. Now, there must be competition in presentation as well. Which group members present best, we'll find out. Okay? Um, why are you biting your ball pen? Don't bite. So, without wasting time, let's welcome on the stage Nirajan Shrestha. He's from Group A. So, he will explain. In between, you can ask questions also.
Okay, so hello everyone. As you all know, it's me Nirajan Shrestha, the super guru of Group A. So I'm going to present today on the topic of biodiversity and environment as I did yesterday. So this slide was made by Amrit because the student had such devices for performing it. So the first topic is given about exploitation of natural resources. So exploitation of natural resources. So exploitation, the term exploitation means misuse. So misuse of natural resources. As we all know that Nepal is too much rich in natural resources, but the people in it are not using it, utilizing it in a proper way. As they are exploiting it, they are misusing them. Natural resources are very important in our daily life. Their presence and proper use so the prosperity of a nation. But the use of such natural resources must be limited due to overpopulation, industrialization, and urbanization. They are overused. It's true, natural resources are very much important for the development of the country. As I said yesterday, that every country needs a different type of architecture or the infrastructure for the development of it. So natural resources are also important for it, and also for we citizen of a nation for our daily life. As we all know, that water, soil, land, plants, animals, they all are given to us by nature. So it is all a gift or our property, so we must take care of it. And the use of such natural resources must be limited. Yes, the use of natural resources must be limited because we all know about the two types of source of energy. They are renewable source of energy and non-renewable source of energy. So the use of natural resources must be limited, like the use of trees. We all know that trees are very useful for us, so we must cut trees in a limited way. Due to overpopulation means extra unmanaged population. So industrialization, industries, and urbanization, they are overused. So because of overpopulation, industrialization, and urbanization, the natural resources we have in our country, they are being overused, which causes to the decreasement of the number of natural resources.
Now, everyone take out copy right on this video. And it will be very okay, 1 minute time. Yes. So they will write down also and they will just be clear. Otherwise, they will be just watching. And watching. And that's all. So wait for 1 minute. So within 1 minute, they must complete. So they must be excellent as well as right. Okay? So a bit fast we have to go. Okay?
So now it's given about natural disaster. Now it's given about natural disasters. We are very much familiar with it. Disaster. It names for the term of destruction. So natural disasters. We all know about the natural disasters. Some of them are such as flood, flood, landslide, etc. So it is given here that natural calamities are called natural disasters. Some example of natural disaster in our country Nepal include earthquakes, floods, landslides, etc. We know that natural disasters like floods, landslide, and fire destroy wildlife and the habitat of different organisms, including humans. Yes, it says that natural calamities. So the type of destruction which is caused due to the nature and it's given by nature, and the problems which are created due to the nature, they are called as natural disasters. So some examples of natural disasters are given in of Nepal are given below. There are earthquakes, it happens frequently, and floods means the overflow of water in a river, and landslide is also called as soil erosion, in which the soil of the land uh, gets down deeper. We know that natural disasters like flood, landslides, and fire destroy wildlife. Yes, we all know that every animal, like bees or every type of terrestrial or aquatic plants, they live in water and in land. So, because of landslide, the land is destructed, and because of the flood, water is not in a proper condition for the animals to make their habitat in water. So because of these natural disasters also, the habitat of organisms are destroyed, including our human too. So is this solid done? Okay. Okay. So now it's given about biodiversity conservation. We uh, we all know that Nepal is very much rich in the biodiversity, so we must have an intention to protect it from degradation. So it's given here that Nepal started conserving its biodiversity in the early 1970s by setting up protected areas. The large-scale migration to the plains lead to massive deforestation, illegal trade, and poaching of wild animals, which surged during the decade-long armed conflict, posing a challenge for the country's conservation efforts. So it says that Nepal started its. We all know that we must say, conserve the biodiversity. Like we normal citizen are doing our full efforts. Likewise, Nepal also did its full effort from the 1970s. It was the effort was made by setting up the protected areas. Means the protected areas of Nepal are such as natural, we know national parks, wildlife reserves, hunting reserves. So Nepal started its effort from 1970s. So the large scale migration to the plains lead to massive deforestation. Yes, migration means to change the place of residing from one place to another place. So illegal trade and poaching of wild animals. So uh, trading or killing the animals which are going to be extincted uh, in an illegal way, which surged during the decade-long armed conflict, which also made some conflict in our country, posing a challenge for the country's conservation effort. So this made a very huge challenge for Nepal in its early 1970s. So is this also copied? Yes. Okay. So it's given around national parks of Nepal. So we all know that national parks of Nepal. So I'm going to ask a general question to all of you. So it's not going to be all of you, but from a group. So from group C. So can anyone answer me that how many national parks are there in Nepal? Yes, it's correct. So it's given here that national parks: Chitwan National Park, Sagarmatha National Park, Langtang National Park, Rara National Park, Khaptar National Park, Sri Phoksondo National Park, Bardia National Park, Makalu Baru National Park, Shivapuri Nagarjun National Park, Banki National Park. Okay. Uh, Sukla Pantha National Park and Porsche National Park. So it's given here only about the name of national park, which are actually 12 in number. So national park is a place where the animals which are going to be extincted or the animals which are rare to found are kept there so the animals can be preserved. Is this also copied? So it's given award wildlife reserves and conservation. So the national parks and wildlife reserves and conservation areas, these all are the protected areas that Nepal started making efforts from the early 1970s. So it's given award wildlife reserves, Kosi-Tapu wildlife reserves. So there is only one wildlife reserve in Nepal, and it's Kosi-Tapu wildlife reserves. So conservation area. So the conservation areas are given below. Annapurna Conservation Area, Kanchenjunga, he wrote here, Kanchenjunga Conservation Area, Manaslu Conservation Area, Blackbuck Conservation Area. So the conservation area, so the animals are kept in conservation area, and if any people come there to kill those animals, then those people are being punished by the concerned authority. Is this one also copied? Okay. So you have to give your attention right now. So at last I'm going to ask you some question. So it's given about hunting reserves and Ramsar sites. So hunting reserves. So yeah, it's only given about the name, but I will explain about it too. So there is only one hunting reserves in Nepal, and it's Dorpatan hunting reserves. So hunting reserve is such a place in which the animals which are not going to be extincted or are found very much in a large amount are kept there. So the visitors or the foreigners who come to visit Nepal can come and kill them. So they have to pay some money for it. Yes, and they are given a specific time for killing only one animal. So the next one is given about Ramsar sites. The Ramsar sites declared between 1988 and 2008 are Visazari Lake, Ghodagodi Lake, Gokyo Lake Complex. So it's given here about the names only. So it says that the Ramsar sites declared between 1988 and 2008. So these are the names of the Ramsar sites which are declared from the time of 1988 and 2008 only. So you have to remember about it. It might come in our BLE exam later on. So it's given about governmental agency. So governmental agency, before this also there might be something, so he hasn't mentioned it. So we all know that we all citizens of the nation must give their own simple effort to preserve or conserve the biodiversity. Likewise, the nation is also giving its full effort for the conservation of biodiversity. Similarly, the governmental agency, the agency or the type of companies which is governmental and works through the authority of government, they are called as governmental agency. So it says that Ministry of Forest and Environment, MOFE, it's the full form of Ministry of Forest and Environment, it's MOFE. uh, con- Conducts different programs for awareness of people, conservation of forest, wildlife, improvement of environment, etc. So Ministry of Forest and Environment, it is a national governmental agency which conducts different type of social programs for the awareness of people by giving them some education about the biodiversity and why should we conserve it, and conservation of forest wildlife, we should conserve the wild animals which are limited, they are not unlimited. So improvement of environment, so what can the people, normal people do for the improvement of environment? So the objectives of governmental agency are given below: to conserve wind, water and soil. So we all know that nowadays the environmental pollution is increasing day by day, which causes the soil to be unfertile and soil to be polluted, also the water to be polluted and the air are also being polluted. So to conserve watersheds and natural ecosystem, so governmental agency, it plays a huge role for the conservation of natural ecosystem and watersheds. Watersheds are the place where the water is stored. Okay, you can take your time.
So presentation is like this. Very good. Um, Actually, students are very smart in making all those things. In yesterday's lesson, we were discussing about major causes of biodiversity degradation, right? So, three were discussed last time. What were they? Deforestation. Next one, unmanaged urbanization. Next one, industrialization. It was discussed today. Today, Nirajan explained about exploitation of natural resources. Next one, natural disasters and biodiversity conservation. He also told, when there is a problem, there is a, when there is a will, there is a, first of all, there must be will, right? So different ways are there. You can see in this diagram, in this picture, not diagram, in this picture you can see uh, green colored means that is conservation area. Annapurna conservation area, Manaslu conservation area, Kanchenjunga conservation area. See, big. Then national parks are here. Makalu Barun National Park, Sagarmatha National Park, Khaptar National Park, Dorpatang Hunting Reserve is here. So these are the places where biodiversity is conserved. So that is protected area. We also can conserve ourselves. Like if you have got small piece of land, grow some plants and don't cut them. Yes or no? That is also the way. And national parks, wildlife reserve, conservation areas, hunting reserve, Ramsar sites. And next one is our government agency is also playing great role in the field of biodiversity conservation. What are the objectives? What is number one? To make and apply policies to conserve natural and cultural. So mainly here is MOFE. MOFE. What is that? MOFE. What is the full form of it? Ministry of Forest and Environment. That ministry is responsible for conservation of biodiversity. So it makes many more plans, policies. It conserves wind, water, and soil to conserve and manage forest products. So forest products must be utilized very systematically. So if we take some items from forest trees, then grow similar type of forest trees in another places. To conserve wildlife by conserving the natural environment, to give emphasis to the use of medicinal herbs. Medicinal herbs are obtained from forest. So we have to give emphasis on them and we have to conserve them. People of Nepal, especially in Himalayan region of Karnali region, they earn lots of money by selling Yarsa Gumba, but they are not caring about its conservation. That is very bad. So conservation of Yarsa Gumba also should continue. Otherwise, one day what will happen? No Yarsa Gumba will be left. Then where to go and collect? It is very expensive one, very powerful as well, right? So it is said 1 kilo Yarsa Gumba costs 30 lakhs in international market. In Nepal, it costs 10 lakh rupees. So, but difficult to get also, isn't it? To conserve watersheds, and major jobs are given here. How many jobs are given? 6. What is the first job? Eco-friendly policy plans. Second one, it monitors, also evaluates how they are doing, how the work is going on. If the work is it's okay, going on well, then it says okay, let's continue. Otherwise, it stops. Third one, pollution control. Pollution is dangerous, no? Guides and implements them. Develops human resources in the field of environment and through study, research, training, seminar, etc. Last time I had gone to attend one program. The program was conducted on World Environment Day. When does World Environment Day fall? June 15th. When? See, the type of program they conduct. But local level people, they must be aware. If the people of local area or the particular site become alert, biodiversity can be conserved very easily, right? So up to here we have completed today. So next day we will be discussing about non-governmental organizations. Is that okay? Children, now once again read the portion. Come on. Then I will give you some lollipop because the lollipop must be given to you. Who wants lollipop? Sumisunar is fond of having lollipop. Okay. Now for it, this lollipop is for everybody. Okay. So after reading, you can do this one. MCQ. Have you done MCQ in my copy? Already done MCQ, right? Then your duty is to do question number 3. Which number? 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A to G. Is that okay? Now you be in action. At first reading and then writing.